Welcome back to the greatest football that's to show you away during the international break, where actually a lot of things happened. We'll speak about that. No rules. Shout out Specs. Poet, welcome back. How was LA?
It was great. I also had an international break.
In LA?
Come on.
What was the
crazy.
vibe like?
It's crazy over in LA, you know.
Okay.
Man are getting robbed on the strip in Melrose and all of that, so there was not much people out. It was a bit empty.
Ooh.
And I basically spent my whole trip watching people influence.
Shout out to Mitch and
Little Yaz.
Little
Yasmin
Yaz.
Diaz, come on.
shout out to the influencers in LA. But something more important to speak about, Poet, is the sacking. You called it potentially 2 years ago, year and a half, 2 years ago. Got 2 comments here. You know it's peak when these men start the show of Watford United instead of Liverpool versus Arsenal. Donny van der Beek scored this last goal of the Ole era. Can't write it any better. A beautiful ending to the saga. Apparently there was United players in tears in the changing room. Probably
Stinker.
potentially out of happiness. I don't know what they were crying about.
Stinker.
But there was a man that then, maybe I don't think this was really needed, was his interview after on MUTV.
Who's?
Ole's, where he's sort of crying as well.
He's crying.
Yeah, he did an interview after, and he couldn't speak anymore. He's like, no more. Like, and he was like, thank you for your services. It was a bit weird.
Do you know, I'll be honest with you though.
That was a bit too much.
Ole's done a lot. He's done well.
Okay.
Ole's done well. Where he's carried United to, he built some belief in the dressing room, got some of the younger players to get along, and he's done well. But the only thing was he could never take them to the next level, and that was always my problem.
His ceiling was an attic.
It wasn't. He lived in a bungalow. It was a hotel with 1 floor.
That's it.
You need to go high.
Yeah.
Like me in LA.
Yeah.
If your hotel has a roof like that, it's a house.
Yeah.
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I genuinely feel has done a very good job with his skill set and where he's taken to Man United to. They're not happy with their performances. They've been ridiculously bad, but yeah, I don't know. I think he's done a good job. I remember where they were. They were in a bad place, and they were blaming it all on Pogba, Bruno, and he done stuff, man. But that sort of, we're going to win the league under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, it was winding me up.
It got too gassy.
Yeah, man.
People are, I guess as you said sometimes, prisoners of the moment. Football is quite an emotional game. You know, I had like Rio Ferdinand saying Ole's at the wheel when they beat PSG. He was
And then he coming out saying he's going to get
but
fired.
you know what it is, Paul? Content.
Rio, man.
The world has become content.
Do you know what's happened? Because there's so many ways to display your emotional state at any given second, no one gives time to just chill out. Back in the day, if you had an opinion, you had to wait before someone heard it. You had to phone them, hopefully they answered. If they didn't, you chilled out until you saw them the next day.
Dial-up internet.
Dial-up
So you
now.
have to dial up the internet with a house phone.
Man United lose. So it's just,
I hear it.
if you had a bit more time to just chill.
Relax.
What do you reckon though?
I mean, you know, I go by the energies, innit?
Talk to me.
It just wasn't right from the off.
It was
You look
all
at him
off from the off.
You know when like sometimes you just look, I just looked at him and I went, not the right man. Not out of anything
Bad.
educational or that. You just look at the vibe and you go, at United, modern football, that's not you.
Because Man United, because Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Man United are not my parents. They were off from the, it was terrible.
Something just,
That was, you know, like for example, you meet people in life for reasons.
yeah.
Even if you don't speak forever, there was a reason you lot met. There was a reason Ole Gunnar Solskjaer managed Manchester United.
Yeah.
I think now they can, go to the next level.
Yeah.
I think now they can go to the, and had Ole not gone, they never would have had that opportunity. So
I agree.
out
Maguire,
Ole.
awful defending. McTominay. It's as if they were just self-imploding to the point of like, let's just get him out of here. Maybe not consciously, but subconsciously, it just looked like really that bad. That bad.
yeah,
It was very bad.
it was wild, man.
Balls over the top, bouncing 4 times before a man even tries to get it. Maguire, red card, missing the ball. McTominay, penalty. Obviously, De Gea, great saves, but it just felt like an implosion. Like we've had enough. Just get him out, man. Then they're crying. It's all a bit weird. But
I think you saw the quality of some of these players, unless
it was
they
off.
have real tough or really good management. When they're left to their own devices, the only people I saw that it doesn't really matter who's the gaffer. It's like Cristiano Ronaldo, Marcus Rashford when he came on recently doesn't seem to care about the situation. And there are some players that are really affected by the management, like Luke Shaw, Maguire. Sad, man.
We'll speak about management later on in the show as well, because obviously this place here, new manager Conte, I was there last night at the game. But who would you let take over then at Man United? Because you've got Pochettino or Zidane are apparently lauded as the 2 potential main guys to take over. Pochettino, Premier League experience, took Spurs to the Champions League final. Zidane, 3 Champions League finals, I believe. Ronaldo managed him, knows how he is. Egos.
Can I
doesn't
say
manage
something,
egos.
How reactive are Manchester United are basically a fan channel. Because realistically, if we're meant to have done this as a business, Conte only got employed like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me it took you 3 weeks for you to go, actually, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's not the right guy for the job? Or maybe the Conte deal was done a lot earlier, I don't know. But that was the guy I thought would have changed Man United.
Yeah, he would have been
Conte.
I think, very good at United.
I think Conte would have made United a better team. And the fact that they allowed Spurs to grab him, and then they fire Ole Gunnar Solskjaer like 3-4 weeks later, a week after the international break, and now they're left with like, who do we get? Whoever's running that club, man, honestly, bruv, take the glaze off them donuts.
Yeah.
They're just plain.
Well, United fans, let us know. Obviously, Ole's gone. A new era besieges you. In front of you, you have a new horizon, sunshine. Or are you feeling the gloom still? Oh, look, let's go into Conte, though, at Spurs. I love this. Look at this energy after the game. Look at his face. Look at that. Look at that. After beating Leeds. Look, even Dyer can't believe it.
That is a
He's
raw.
Like, okay.
Leeds, cuz, but
This guy is on job.
what a man.
I can't lie. First half, Spurs look poor. Energy off. Second half, out of nowhere. They outran Leeds. The talking to he must have given them in that half time must have been epic.
Do you know what? One thing I definitely reckon's happened is them lot have realised that, wait a minute, I reckon he's got similar traits to Jose.
Okay.
A lack of patience for performances that he feels should be a little bit bigger. I see him be very, very cutthroat with players. And maybe the first time you get it, you don't understand it. See this second introduction of it, I reckon some of them Spurs players are like, oh,
Okay.
this is how we're meant to behave.
He sets the rules, he sets the tone, and you felt it. Second half, they were whizzing by. All the second balls, they had them. Harry Winks even improved because he was having a shocker of a game. Mora gets the ball. They're so direct.
So, he's a good player.
So direct. Lovely. It was lovely to watch.
Was Harry Kane playing well?
Well, yes. I can't lie. Kane, the hold-up play, beautiful.
The man was saying he was moving like Kevin De Bruyne.
Exactly, bruv. He was springing the passes left, springing the passes right. No, he was very good. The vision's amazing. He drops in quite a lot, gets the ball. But the way he just gets away from the defenders, it's not like an amazing amount of pace or anything.
Yeah.
The strength and the size of him and the way he glides past people, it is beautiful to watch.
What?
It's beautiful to watch Kane, you know, when he's actually on job. And not even scoring goals, but being that team player that you want him to be.
It's crazy, you know. I watched Spurs when they were rubbish with Rule Fox and them man there.
Yeah.
Vega and them man there.
Yeah.
And then I remember the Carrick era.
Yeah, strange
And
era.
that's when I really liked Spurs, when they had Jermaine Defoe and Carrick. Because they were good.
Yeah.
And it made that Arsenal versus Tottenham game even better.
Yeah.
Well, it's just an easy run over. So I'm glad Spurs are getting back up.
A bit more.
I want to see
bit
that
more energy, right?
Arsenal seem to be progressing a bit. It makes that fixture a bit more interesting.
I do have to say as well, the stadium here, definitely one of the greatest stadiums I've been to. But what felt weird,
Go on.
the audio is too crisp in the stadium.
What do you mean?
The audio, the
Is
audio
it?
system is so crisp. That's some HD level audio. And then the big screens as well. Bro, you could watch the game off the screen.
Mad thing.
It's so high quality.
Remember they got NFL here, they
Bro, you
got
could
boxing
literally
here.
not watch the game and just watch it on the screen. It's that good, and they're huge. It felt like FIFA. This stadium, when you're in it, is the closest thing to feeling like FIFA. 4-0 Liverpool against Arsenal. Stadium has been improved, but not modernised too much. Arsenal. You told me they were going to get battered, and it was a formality, as they say.
But the thing is, by the first half, I thought maybe we don't get bad. Maybe it's just 2-0.
You guys are all right, yeah. Kept it
And
together.
then Arteta and Klopp had an argument
That was nice. I like that.
on the 31st
Passion,
minute.
passion,
And I said to myself, we're getting battered.
brats.
Because the Liverpool players must have saw, and the fans,
Yeah.
saw their father getting spoken to with disrespect by a youth man. They said, what? We're going to rise up. Mane.
But I don't think you can be that harsh on them. And I think there are some positives to take from that Arsenal performance.
Such as?
A spirited 30 minutes in the first half.
Spirited 30 minutes.
They're young people, man, you know?
Not all of them. Aubameyang's pretty old. Lacazette's pretty old.
Don't think you can be that harsh on Arsenal because the levels, they're just different.
I'm just saying, though. Remember I told you we're going to get battered, though. But the reasons why the levels are different is because we go there thinking we can kick ball properly.
Yeah.
We've got to go there with the Brighton mentality.
Yeah.
We kick ball after we stun them. We tried to kick ball too early. I think we should have just...
It's like us telling our audience, go and troll the sidemen. Bruv, the
doesn't
comment,
make
you wouldn't even see the comments in the section.
That's
There's
Liverpool.
20,000 comments, bro. Bruv, the sidemen, bro, you know what I'm saying? It's a
fucking
Liverpool
hear you.
Arsenal, like, we're just, we out here. Bruv.
But Liverpool, listen, they're amazing.
No, they are. Incredible.
The way Trent was like, they just saw red mist I agree.
Incredible.
The fourth goal that Minamoto scores, cuz it's just right. Everything's
play.
just moving
It
at the
flows, be like water.
Klopp or Pep?
Klopp or Pep?
Yeah.
Klopp or Pep? Oh man, that
Leave
is
a comment.
very tough.
Let us know what you think. Klopp or Pep? I'm just saying, I watched two different
Klopp's
sides.
built things from a raw estate.
Yeah.
So I'd have to maybe say Klopp.
Like Klopp is Skepta.
Yeah, beautiful.
He built Meridian.
Who is Pep? That's tough.
Davido.
Oh, okay.
Bare money. Just on
came out of
Twitter,
nowhere.
just showing you his Twitter accounts. I got money everywhere.
I like that.
Hey, Davido's a rude boy. Go on,
All right, yeah, let us know. Klopp or Pep? Who is Klopp? Who is Pep if you were to be musicians? Chelsea 3-0 Leicester. Very comfortable Chelsea are looking right now, Poet. Chelsea bossing up right now, still not in full gear and killing teams. Chilwell and Reece James, the best fullbacks in the league on current form. 6 starts for CHO and looks so good. I hope he gets some out for the stats merchants out there, boring defensive football. Lol, I'm having a nice, great performance by the Chelsea. 2 big home games coming up against Juventus and Man United. I enjoyed the AFC win with the video and big up Reach for going to Lisbon, seeing his country win and qualify for the World Cup.
Thank
Chelsea
you.
are
Please do check that AFC Wimbledon video out.
Check it out,
Have
man.
a good little time.
nice.
Did you watch the game?
I did not. I saw the highlights. Can't watch every game, bloody hell.
I didn't watch the highlights. I was in America. How'd it go?
Let's just say Chelsea are on form and dominated the whole game.
Wow.
Kante, beautiful little run from the right, from the wing, cutting in left foot.
Who
Top
played up
corner.
front? Is Lukaku injured?
They're playing false nines. They've got such a deep squad, bro.
So Lukaku's not even back and this is what they're doing?
Yeah. It is beautiful. But big up Chelsea. As I said, my team that I think are going to win the league this year. And Man City, Everton 3-0. Man City went pretty convincingly. Cancelo with another masterclass. On his day, he's easily one of the best fullbacks in the world. Right or left. He had a great assist.
Did you see it?
Yeah, I saw the assist outside of the foot. Coming in and Sterling finishes it beautifully. And then we had this goal as well. Look where he shoots it from.
Car park.
Top bins.
That was, and it was like first time.
It's
He
beautiful.
literally met the ball. See, that's how I want parents to meet. Meet like that. It's a
Unity.
beautiful unity.
like the meeting.
You know what I'm saying? You meet
yeah,
and the
yeah.
ball goes in the right place. I don't even know where the ball's meant to go.
But it goes.
In the right place. What
Beautiful.
a goal.
Now further down the league, we have obviously the talk of the managers. Gerrard getting his first win. Beautiful. 2-0. Redemption arc. Gerrard slips against Chelsea. Yeah, and I said it before when he lost the league. He's going to come back eventually, be the Liverpool manager, and win the league with Liverpool as a coach. That is my theory. In a few years' time, 5-6 years.
I think that theory is built off being
Romanticism.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it will happen. It's getting closer and closer. Before he was a manager, he was like, that won't happen. Then he got into Rangers, did his thing. Now he's at Villa, he's getting closer. Does a few impressive performances. Klopp says, you know what, boys, I'm out, I had enough. There's only one choice if he's doing well at Villa, and that's Gerrard. But Newcastle are bottom of the league, which is just an amazing story.
No
to
wins.
get bought out by the billionaires and now to be basically 5 points at the bottom, 5 points off safety. And then next games are Arsenal, but then they have Burnley, and then they have Norwich. So they're playing the 2 teams above them. If they don't get the wins there, if they don't get points in those 2 games, I'm sorry, man, I just don't see them clawing themselves out of it.
Do you think so?
Universally, I just think everything that's happened and how they got taken over and all that hype, I think they're just going to go down.
They should have just went. Is Ron Atkinson dead?
I don't know. Who, Mr. Bean?
Nah. Manager, he was like the manager that used to get everyone out of relegation. Ron Atkinson, he is 82 years old.
Wow.
Big Ron should be manager of Newcastle.
What's that, bring him back?
Bring him back.
Bring it back.
He's 82. Bring back Ron, man. He's saved every team from relegation. Every team. You'd sign him, you wouldn't get relegated.
There's one thing I really want to speak about this
Go
whole video.
That's Croatia.
This whole week, I've done nothing but rewatch Mitrovic's goal against Portugal on loop. And I'm still not bored. Beat Portugal 2-1 to go to the World Cup directly.
You were very pessimistic about Serbia qualifying.
I was extremely pessimistic, yes.
What do you feel changed within that team? Because
The coach.
The coach.
100%.
What's the
100%.
difference? So what's the difference between this coach and the other coach?
This coach has authority.
Okay, who is he?
He's a legend in Serbian football.
Oh,
One
wicked.
of the biggest legends in Serbian football. Dragan Pici Stojkovic. He eventually actually ends up going to Japan and becomes a legend at Nagoya's Grampus Nagoya.
Them ones.
With played, I think, under Arsenal. Before the game against Portugal, the media asked him, so what do you think, can we make it to Qatar? And he goes, can we make it? He goes, we're going to Qatar.
What?
Yeah, he said, we're going to Qatar. We have to go to Qatar. When you got a manager like that, and he believes in the boys, and they play attacking football, which they did, it was one of the greatest moments of my life. In football, I would say that was the greatest moment I've experienced in a stadium out of everything we've done.
Shit.
By far. 500 people in the away end, in the heavens, 90th minute, with the guy in front of you going, come on, Mitro, before he scores.
No way.
Yeah, there's a guy that goes, come on, Mitro. And it goes, oh, it was beautiful. There's just so many moments that I even nearly
Was there any man back on the field after the game in the pants?
And he came up with a Coca-Cola bottle. It's beautiful. Even getting into the ground, my tickets weren't working. You know who gave me tickets? Mitrovic's brother. He had spares, he had 10 spares.
Why wasn't your ticket working?
They scanned me, but then they were like, nah, your stand can't go in yet. So when they tried to scan me again, he goes, oh, we've scanned you. And I go, no, you haven't. He said, and then, yeah, they wouldn't let me in.
You are aligned with destiny.
It was amazing.
You can't meet Mitrovic's brother at the game.
I didn't even know it was his brother. Someone told me after, because you know that's Mitrovic's brother. I was like,
And he scored the winner.
And he scores the winner. It was just
So
incredible.
Mitrovic's brother saw you, saw the energy and said, that's my brother.
Yeah.
Handed you the ticket. And his brother ends up scoring the winner and you witness history.
Yeah, amazing. There's bare comments as well. It was just like, big up Duarte, sending absolute props to Serbia. And then Vujo, the absolute scenes after the Mitra goal. Congrats, my friend. Have a nice from Croatia. Yeah, man.
That
Loads
was
of
real
love in
emotion.
the comments. Bruv, it was just like, it was raw, man. Absolutely raw. And yeah, we're at the World Cup, Serbia, man. And it felt good to like support, like have a moment like that again in times of obviously the lockdown and falling out of love with club football to some extent. Obviously becoming a narrative football fan. To see Serbia do that was, we haven't beat a big team since South Africa 2010 World Cup, Germany. Last time Portugal lost at home, 7 years ago. Last time we beat Portugal, never.
I'll be very honest with you. When things like this happen in football, I get tear jerked. Like a tear comes
a little
up.
tear, a little, yeah.
And because I'm seeing genuine, not like fabricated happiness. This man took off his top. That means I didn't know what to do.
Yeah,
He came back out in Calvin Klein's.
yeah.
Packaged like this.
Coca-Cola bottle, banter. This
Listen.
chance, like the euphoria in Serbia is
man.
great. And actually, I do think this time round, Serbia have a decent chance at the World Cup to at least go to the quarter semis, man.
So mix it up.
If luck of the draw, bit of good play. If you play like this, luck in the draw as well, I'd say semis.
Do you know what? It's funny you're saying that because I feel very optimistic about Jamaica. I literally went onto Troops' thing. Someone sent a link for the game. I signed up to the game. I think it was Jamaica versus USA. I was watching it a little bit, like, you know, it's freezes sometimes.
Yeah.
And then it unfroze and the ball went to Mikel Antonio. Jesus Christ. Antonio, he can take us Qatar.
But it's a team that I really fuck with.
Who?
Canada.
Did they
You see the
qualify?
scenes in Canada?
Did they qualify?
Not yet, but they are first. They're looking very likely to go directly to Qatar for the first time. I think the first time since the 50s that they made a World Cup. There's a guy jumping into snow, like Canada, the vibes in Canada are amazing. And their goalkeeper's from Kneen, where I was born, so it's pretty cool.
To be honest with you, that Canadian team is all down to Drake and Justin Bieber.
Yeah?
Yeah, they just changed the ethos.
Maple syrup.
Yeah, man.
No, big up
100%.
Canada, man. It is beautiful to see that they are. Oh, is that your car? Get him, man. Get him off. All right, boss.
Boss, 1 second.
Alex is saying, so he goes to Barca because of Messi. Lionel leaves to PSG and his career and his life changed 180 degrees in 3 months. Officially, Sergio Aguero has retired from football, well, this week. It's sad.
I can't even lie to you. He has given us so many great moments in
Yeah,
football.
that's why I had to just use these two photos here, man. The QPR moment. Aguero. He is one of the greatest frontmen in the game. Dimitri Payet getting hit on the head with a water bottle in Europe. Marseille-Lyon game called off. Full water bottle. Don't know if it hurt that much, but you know, he's got the ice pack. Does it hurt?
My brother, if they called off a game for water bottles being chucked in French football, then they would never play PSG versus Marseille. It would never play. So I don't understand this.
He's head topped him, and he does look to me a bit like Arthur. You feel?
Well, I said hey.
And I said, hey. If Superman ever played football, he's Dusan Vlahovic.
Bro? Sorry, I'm just actually sending some of my current location.
Vlahovic, definitely, I'd say one of the pengest guys in the game. And I can see him in the Prem absolutely smashing it. But I think he deserves to go to a Man City or a Liverpool.
Why?
I think he's that caliber of striker.
I'll be honest with you. I saw him score 2 goals against AC Milan.
Yeah.
I want him at the carpet.
Good player, man.
His first touch for the through ball against AC Milan.
Very instinctive.
Then he runs past the keeper and
Yeah.
he looked like Jota to me.
Yeah.
Jota ran past
Taller,
the keeper.
stronger.
Stronger.
Penga, Jota.
Passionate. His face don't end.
And he's 21.
That is the longest face in the game.
Yeah, he's got like a Ruud van Nistelrooy.
You man got long faces,
We got
isn't
long
it?
faces, yeah. 100%.
It's like an arc, fam. If he manages Arsenal and becomes a legend, do you reckon he'll become a gaffer later on and cry?
Vlahovic.
But Ole Gunnar Solskjaer did send your written apologies. Written now. Written. And email your written apology. Take a picture of
guys
it and email it to us.
We're
You know the
killing
email.
poet about Ollie. And now he wants written apologies to his address, which is
No.
no.
What you're going to do is you're going to write it. We have
And
camera
photo.
phones.
Ah.
Take a picture and email it to the email address. The best
Or
one.
DM you.
Or DM it to me. And do you know what? I'm going to send a gift to the best one. I'm actually going to send a gift.
Best written apology
What can I get?
gets a gift from Poet.
I've got a couple
And,
stuff in my yard.
Make sure you watch AFC Wimbledon episode. It's out. It's really, really good. And Serbia at the World Cup. I'm very, very, very happy about that. Beautiful moments.
You're feeling it.
I'm so filled, bro. It's like drugs. I haven't really done much drugs in my life, but a certain thing I did once. Sometimes when you speak about something, it still triggers the receptors. When I speak about the goal, the Mitrovic goal,
I used to feel that way about Tony Adams'
I
goal.
just, you know, look, I just naturally, it's like, I can't stop smiling. This is a genuine smile.
That is beautiful, bro.
Yeah, it was beautiful. Thank you, football. Have a nice.
That is so beautiful,
Yeah,
bro.
for real, bro. It was epic.